What's good, YouTube? It's Asa Taylor coming back at you again with another video on the Social Grace School. So we all know Carnival Cruise Line, right? It's one of the biggest names in the game. It's been around for over 50 years, and they just hit that milestone back in 2022. But fast forward to 2025, and let's just say the vibes are different. For the past few weeks, Carnival has been catching serious heat online, especially on Black X, formerly known as Twitter. People are talking, and not in a good way. From kicking folks off the cruise to cracking down on their rules, Carnival has been trending, and not for the right reasons. Just check this video out.
Carnival does not have to worry about me. They do not have to worry about me. We got the message loud and clear. We are not your demographic anymore. So y'all, I was supposed to be going on a Carnival cruise. So one of my friends is turning 30 and he's never been on a cruise. He doesn't have a passport, so do not suggest flying somewhere. So he's never been on a cruise, and he was like, it's my dirty 30. I want to be on a turned up ship. He'd be seeing all the videos of Carnival. He was like, I want to do that because I'm trying to be lit for my birthday, right? Well, Carnival has decided they want to rebrand. They don't want to be known as the turn up cruise no more, the budget friendly cruise no more. They want to be, I don't know, I guess they want to be royal. Even though when people book Carnival, they know what they are booking. They know they are booking a turn up cruise, period. Everybody on there is looking to have a good time, party, and have fun. We know what type of people are on there. Like, everybody on there, it's just Carnival cruises are so much fun. Like, everybody is just a vibe, right? And it's like anywhere there's gonna be like alcohol, things might get a little rowdy. That just comes with the territory of people being drunk. It has nothing to do with, like, you know, being black, being this, the music. But these people done banned the fans. They saying no more hip hop music. So child, that was the whole purpose of us going. So now we are not going back to the drawing board because no ma'am.
Now on this channel, we talk about poise, presence, and money. But let's be real, when you're black, that's in the back of your mind, especially when you're traveling somewhere on a cruise. You don't always just get to relax and be in your element. And there's just unspoken pressure in your mind, especially when there's other people that look like you, to conform to these societal norms that are in your community. Now, we don't think about what happens and how it affects everybody else. All we're thinking about is how it affects us. However, in this video, let's take a look at what other people have to say about their experience to other people and their behavior.
Y'all go ahead and get your hate out. Get all your names you're going to call me and get that out of your system. But for your information, I have been on 9 cruises since 1993. The ones through 2005 were not cheap, but they were very nice cruises. The people that worked the ship were nice. The people that were on the cruise were nice. You didn't go to the dining room dressed like you were going to the pool. There was a certain amount of decorum required. When you got up in the morning, you could go through early in the morning, because I was, you could go through the breakfast and get coffee and a donut. They had a continental breakfast that early. And then go to what's called the Serenity deck, and you could sit there and drink your coffee and enjoy the sun coming up. You couldn't do that on this last cruise because they were still drunk from the night before. And the only place they could find to hide with their goofiness is on the Serenity deck. The people on either side of us in the cabin were ridiculous. Their trash stumbled out into the hallway. And I'm not talking people, I'm talking literal trash. They would go up to the bars, the buffets, and get plates and plates of stuff, and then just pile it on the floor outside their door. There was no class. In the words of my grandfather, they had no couth. The fighting is what amazed me. You're on vacation in parts of the most beautiful part of the world, and all you can do is cuss, scream, and fight. Now, mind you, I met people on this cruise that were from a Baptist church somewhere up near Chicago. There was about 15 of them. I regret to this day not getting their names. I had such a fun time with those people. But I couldn't visit with them because of all the nonsense going on. And it didn't matter where you went on the ship. The nonsense. Now, I watched a lady's video today where she blamed it all on Carnival for dropping the prices. I don't know how much more you could insult your own people. That because they paid an inexpensive fare, that somehow excused them from their stupid actions? No. No. It's not Carnival's fault they lowered prices. It's ill-mannered, classless people. And while there may be a large part of it, one particular race, it is not race exclusive. But what amazed me is you couldn't go to the swimming pool deck, ever. From like 8 o'clock in the morning until 1 o'clock at night, you couldn't go. Because it was bad. It was bad. So when I got back, I wrote Carnival a letter, told them I would be not to be sailing with them again, because I did not enjoy my cruise. People take cruises to relax. They take cruises to have a good time. You go in the bar, have a few drinks, have a lot of fun. You come lay out on the deck by the pool, have a few drinks, enjoy yourself. Have a hamburger. Have whatever you want. But enjoy yourself. You don't enjoy yourself on Carnival anymore. And it wasn't a short cruise. I was on a 7-day cruise.
I truly don't know. I truly don't know what else to say or do. I really don't. Story after story after story. People are talking about black fatigue. People are talking about how they don't want to go on a Carnival cruise anymore. People's getting kicked off of Carnival cruise. People have stories from Carnival cruise. They have a bad experience. It was largely one demographic of people. Of course, they're not exclusive, but however, largely one. What do you guys want from me? What do you guys want me to do? Because every time I speak out about this topic and have this type of conversation, I'm getting a lot of backlash, which I don't care. But sometimes you want to have hope. You want things to go well, but things are not going to go well. And however, let me just say this as well. We cannot normalize this type of behavior that we are used to doing in our own houses. Presence of mind to understand that we're in public, we're in front of other demographics of people, and what we think is normal is not normal would go a long way. Poise understands that even though I want to go off on my kid, even though I want to go off on my wife, even though I want to act a fool and to put her or him in his place, I'm not going to do that right here because we have X, Y, and Z people watching us. We have this to lose. If we get caught on camera, we're going to lose our job and our career and our wife and our house. So we don't want to take that risk. And money, because I guarantee you, everybody who went on Carnival Cruise got on that $50 cruise, $100 cruise, $150 cruise with a single mind and a single focus. Like, yes, it's cheap. I want to go relax, whatever. But fail to take into consideration that everybody who makes under a certain amount of money or who has a certain amount of money to spend on that cruise is not going to be the best socially. So in other words, we need to get our fucking money up. And then we need to put everything that I talked about up until this point into practice. Having poise, having this presence of mind, and the money aspect of things just puts the cherry on top. Because once you put these other things into effect, the money aspect of things seems to smoothly transition. You see what I'm saying? And so now that you're out in public, you have presence of mind, you have poise, and then the money aspect of things just makes the whole pot sweeter, which means that we need to focus on what we need to do to put ourselves in position so that way we're not on a Carnival cruise. And I'm only talking to the people who are serious about improving. I'm only talking to the people who want to change their lives. I'm only talking about the people who have tried and tried and tried, but don't know necessarily how to get out of that situation. That's who I'm talking to. Let me know down in the comment section below if I'm off. But if I'm not off, let me also know that. I love you. I appreciate you for everything that you do. Don't forget, if you're getting value, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We're going to be dropping these videos every Thursday. I love you. I appreciate you. I'll let you later. Peace.